Welcome back to Soap Bold, where every twist, every betrayal, and every shocking revelation is laid bare. The next 2 weeks on B&B, September 15th through September 26th, promise to be nothing short of explosive. From Thomas's wrath at his father's latest marriage decision, to Taylor clashing with Eric over Ridge's future, to Luna's shocking exposure that will rock multiple families, and finally, Carter facing the heartbreaking truth about Hope's heart, viewers are in for drama that could change everything in Los Angeles. The storm begins with Ridge Forrester's latest decision, marrying Brooke Logan once again. For casual fans, it might look like another round of wedding bells. But longtime viewers know better. This isn't just a marriage, it's a pattern, a cycle that repeats like a curse on the Forrester family. Ridge always seems drawn back into Brooke's orbit, no matter the cost, no matter who gets crushed along the way. And no one feels that crushing blow more than Thomas Forrester. For him, this isn't simply about his father's love life. It's personal, almost existential. Taylor Hayes, the mother who has stood by him through his darkest times, has once again been pushed aside. When Brooke proudly admits she is now Ridge's wife, Thomas doesn't just lose his temper, he explodes. His eyes blaze with disbelief, his voice quakes with rage. At first, he clings desperately to denial. Maybe Brooke is lying. Maybe she's manipulating Ridge again. Maybe there's still a chance Taylor will get her happy ending. But Ridge shuts down those illusions, firmly insisting the wedding was real, that Brooke is his wife, and that Thomas needs to accept it. That word, accept, lands like a dagger. Thomas has never been one to quietly accept defeat. His brilliance in fashion has always walked hand in hand with obsession. And obsession, when fueled by betrayal, can be dangerous. Could this rejection push Thomas toward another reckless scheme? Could Brooke become the focus of his twisted revenge? Meanwhile, Taylor herself is left simmering with a quiet but intense fury. Her heated argument with Eric Forrester reveals the deep fractures within the family. Eric insists Ridge is finally where he belongs, with Brooke. But Taylor, voice trembling between heartbreak and defiance, warns that it's a disaster waiting to happen. She declares that when Brooke inevitably breaks Ridge's heart again, she will not be there waiting to pick up the pieces. The stage is set: a furious son, a wounded mother, and a fractured family. And Brooke, once again, at the eye of the storm. If Thomas's anger is like fire, Luna's unraveling is more like an earthquake, sudden, destructive, and impossible to contain. For weeks, Luna has been in hiding, desperately clinging to secrecy. But now, her world comes crashing down. Her attempt to use Remy's home as a hideout collapses when Remy's boyfriend arrives on the scene. This new character could reshape the fashion world, especially if rumors prove true that he may be Jack Marone, Brooke's son with Nick Marone. Whether true or not, one thing is certain: Luna can't stay hidden anymore. Once she's exposed, the fury comes from every direction. Katie Logan erupts in righteous anger, furious that Luna dared exploit her son Will's drunken vulnerability. Protective to the core, Katie lashes out like a mother bear defending her cub. Bill Spencer adds fuel to the fire, livid that Luna manipulated his son in such a low, cruel way. The Spencers' wrath alone could end Luna's reputation in Los Angeles society. But the most terrifying reaction doesn't come from Katie or Bill. It comes from Lee Finnegan. For months, Lee risked everything to protect Luna, covering her tracks and sacrificing her own integrity. To discover that Luna has betrayed her, dragged the Finnegan name through the mud, and humiliated the family is too much. In a shocking, almost primal moment, Lee physically attacks Luna, hands tightening around her throat as she pins her against the wall. It's a scene dripping with both rage and heartbreak. A woman who feels she has lost everything because of the girl she once saved. The question for viewers is chilling: has Lee finally snapped? This act of violence may mark the point of no return for her. And what happens when Finn learns what his mother has done? As for Luna, survival isn't enough. She needs leverage. That's when whispers begin. Rumors that she may play the pregnancy card. Is it a lie? A desperate fabrication to win sympathy and tie herself permanently to the Spencer and Forrester families? Or could it be true, the result of her reckless choices? Either way, a baby bombshell would change everything. Suddenly, the girl who seemed destined to be cast out could find herself holding all the power. Amid all the shouting, betrayals, and violent confrontations, another story unfolds quietly. Perhaps the most heartbreaking of all. Carter Walton, a man of honor, loyalty, and endless patience, finds himself staring at a truth he can no longer ignore. His engagement to Hope Logan should be his happy ending. For once, the good guy should get the girl. But deep down, Carter knows the truth. Hope's heart is not entirely his. He watches the subtle signs. The way Hope's eyes linger a second too long when Liam Spencer enters the room. The way her smile softens when she hears his voice. Liam has been the love of her life, and despite everything, the betrayals, the heartbreaks, Hope still feels the pull of that history. For Carter, this is devastating. He has been the rock, the one who listens, who supports without judgment. He has been overlooked time and time again, the man who women lean on for comfort but rarely choose forever. To realize that it's happening again, that Hope may never truly be his, is a heartbreak almost too heavy to bear. Soon, Carter may make the most selfless, painful decision of his life, to let her go. To call off the engagement, not out of weakness, but out of wisdom. Because he knows that love built on divided feelings cannot last. Better to end things now than to crumble later under the weight of doubt. For viewers, Carter's struggle is deeply emotional. He deserves his own love story, one not overshadowed by Liam, Ridge, or anyone else. But will he ever get it? Or is he doomed to remain the tragic figure in a town where passion so often favors the reckless over the righteous? Hope's lingering feelings for Liam may cost Carter his chance at happiness, and fans are left to wonder if he will ever find the one who truly loves him back. Few conflicts cut as deeply as those between a parent and child, and in the coming weeks, the bold and the beautiful will thrust Finn and Lee into one of their fiercest battles yet. For Finn, the revelation that Luna is alive is staggering on its own. But the real wound isn't Luna, it's Lee. His mother, the woman who raised him to value integrity and responsibility, deliberately kept this truth from him. For Finn, who has already survived the trauma of Sheila Carter's lies and manipulations, this discovery feels like déjà vu, a betrayal from the one person he trusted most. Finn is stunned, hurt, angry. He cannot fathom why his mother would conceal something so monumental. To him, honesty is sacred. He has fought for truth his entire life, especially in the wake of Sheila's deception. So when Lee insists she acted out of protection, out of the instinct to guard her family's reputation, her words don't bring comfort. They only widen the chasm. Lee, on the other hand, sees herself as a warrior for her family's survival. To her, protecting Finn sometimes means making ruthless choices. If shielding him from Luna's chaos required silence, even violence, then so be it. She views herself not as dishonest, but as strong, a mother doing what needed to be done. But Finn doesn't see strength, he sees manipulation. He sees echoes of Sheila, and that terrifies him. Because if his mother begins to resemble the very woman she despises, where does that leave him? The confrontation will not just be about Luna, it will be about identity, loyalty, and what it truly means to protect the people you love. Will Finn finally pull away from his mother's influence, carving his own moral path? Or will this fight push him closer to Sheila, the very last person Lee ever wanted near him? Mother and son love each other fiercely, but love may not be enough this time. The fracture between them could alter the Finnegan family forever. And so, the stage is set for 2 weeks of explosive storytelling on The Bold and the Beautiful. What we're about to witness is more than just soap opera drama. It's a collision of emotions, secrets, and betrayals that could alter the Forrester, Logan, Spencer, and Finnegan families forever. Thomas Forrester's rage is boiling over, threatening to turn into obsession once again. Ridge and Brooke may be celebrating their latest reunion, but can any marriage born from so much history truly survive? Taylor's warnings hang in the air, a reminder that heartbreak is always just one step away. Meanwhile, Luna's exposure is rocking Los Angeles to its core. Katie, Bill, and especially Lee are out for blood, and Luna's rumored pregnancy could turn this scandal into a generational storm that no one sees coming. Carter, always the noble soul, stands on the brink of heartbreak. Will he sacrifice his own happiness to set Hope free, or will he fight for love even if her heart belongs elsewhere? And finally, the mother-son showdown between Lee and Finn promises to shake viewers to the core. Trust, betrayal, and the specter of Sheila Carter loom in the background. Will this be the rift that can never be healed? The truth is, every answer only leads to more questions. That's the magic of B&B. What do you think, viewers? Will Thomas snap? Will Luna play the ultimate baby card? And is Carter destined to walk away empty-handed yet again? Tell me in the comments, and don't forget, like, subscribe, and ring that bell, because the next chapter of this story is only just beginning.